Hello, welcome to this video. If you click in this video, it's that because you know that you're building your character wrong in Anime Defenders, and I am here. I'm going to be making a lot of guides about different character in this game, so stay tuned. This will be a little series about how to build every single one of your characters. The first question is how to build your characters. So you play Anime Defenders, you clicked in this video, you know how to build your characters, or you don't know. So for those who don't know, building a character in Anime Defender means giving a spirit to his character or giving a trait. So what's a spirit and what's a trait? I'm going to explain all of this and give you details about every single one of them and how to use them on different characters. So first of all, I'm going to start with the spirit because when you have a spirit, you know which trait you want on a character. It depends on what character it is, but I'm going to explain and give example at the very end of the video because there is very specific things I need you to know about one of the most useful character in game, and he has different build. So it all depends on the spirit. If you don't have a spirit on a character, do this now because spirit are easy to obtain, and so it's better to know what spirit you have and then go on a trait and see. So like I said, it's very easy to obtain spirit orbs. So how to obtain them? Spirit orb can be obtained in portals, Tower of Eternity, or even in some challenges. In some challenges they are guaranteed, but in the Tower of Eternity and the portals they are not. So you need to be careful when there is a challenge. You can try it. If you don't have a lot of spirit orbs to spend on your character, go farm them. It's very important. So here is every spirit in the game, and I'm going to give you details about every single one of them now so we can go on how to build your character sooner. So the first spirit is the golden spirit. It increases the money gained by the unit by 20% and is only used for farm units. So for the rest of the spirit, you guys get the idea. I'm not going to explain in I'm not really gonna explain in detail what they do, but you can just click on pause and everything. What kind of detail I'm talking is that I can tell you which spirit is useful and those that are not useful at all. Like because there's some spirit that you don't want to have. So to start things off, Dark Spirit and the Sacred Spirit are very bad because the Dark Spirit, the minus 30% of damage, is very not helpful, and the other one, the Sacred Spirit, is worse than that because in none of the case your character would be alone. So the other two spirits I found useless, but there are a couple more, is the Light Spirit and the Arcane Spirit. For the Arcane Spirit, most of the characters, like I'm most talking about meta characters, they have the multi hit on enemies, so it's kind of useless because you can break the armor very easily. Like if you have Arcane, better have Arcane on everyone because you'll always break all the shield. And for the light spirit, I mean, you know that when you're in the story mode, raid, challenge, or even infinite, you always have enough money to max out your unit and not truck struggling because you don't have enough money to max and not pass the stage because you really have enough money. And if you don't have enough, just a farm unit with the golden spirit and it's enough. So for these two, earth and mirror spirit, they're not no, actually they're not that bad, but in my opinion, I don't think they are so good. They are really good because the earth spirit has a long time of cooldown, and if you have this on the DPS or even the star unit or everything, is mostly useless because the other spirits are just better. And even for the mirror spirit, like it's not any good because of that cooldown, and the effects that gives you, like you can have so much better if you use some trait to have Sonic instead of wasting a lot of spirit orbs on a rare spirit that is not helpful at all. So to finish off the not useful spirit, we have the fire spirit at the end, and it's just bad. Don't ask any question. That sucks. Like White Brother doesn't even exist. So that's why I call the mid-tier spirit. The crystal spirit, the 50% damage is very high. That's why it's good. But if it's only for bosses, it's not that good at the end. And the enchanted is just it sucks because if we have just 25% of the enemies, it's just like if we playing like split enemies, they have 30% and our characters is mostly useless. And now these are the most broken spirit in the game. The true spirit, you guys all know, DPS spirit. When you have enemy in this range, you have 5% per enemy in the range. Up to 75% is a times 1.75. It's very high. And if it's added to the Almighty, it can be up to, I think is, you can have 4 times the damage. And for the Divine Spirit, it's just the Earth Spirit, but with better values, because if you pair it up with a unit that's multi-hit or even stun units, it's very useful. It can make your game last longer, especially in Infinite if you're trying to reach the leaderboard. So no need to explain for these two. Crimson Spirit for bleed or what's it called, burn unit, and the Ice Spirit for stun unit. That's it. And for the Crimson Spirit, honestly, if you have a character that does burn or bleed, if you're trying to have a spirit on it, if you don't have the true spirit, you can always run the Crimson Spirit because 50% of burn and bleed damage is very high. And lastly, for this spirit, the Storm Spirit, it's only good for the Alpha Hero. Don't ask. It's just good on it on that character. That's it. Actually, I forgot the Galactic Spirit, but this is only a spirit that you want only if you're trying to make a quick build on your character, but that's not really useful, to be honest. That's it. Now it's time to talk about the trait. It will be very quick and fast because I need to pair things up with the spirit, and it's very fast. You understand. So here's the list of every trait. Some that's not important and others that little bit more important. And don't forget that on Anime Defenders you can have the double trait. First of all, I want to say this to you. It's it's like breaking news. You guys won't know, but Almighty is not always the best choice because people think that when you have Almighty on the characters that have 3 placement, but you think that, oh yeah, you got the better trait on him. But it's not about the damage because if you run Infinite, you guys will understand that not only damage is what it matters. Like even in some challenge or something like that, other things, it's not all about the damage, and you understand why when I explain everything that you can pair up with some characters. From now on, I don't need to explain more about the spirit and the trait, how it works. I'm just going to tell you some combination that you can have with the trait and spirit. For example, like I said, for the galactic, you can pair it with some critical trait. For the divine, you can have sonic or range. for the Golden Spirit, the farm unit. For the Ice Stun unit, the Golden Spirit can be paired with Midas Touch. The Ice Spirit can be matched with some range trait or even Sonic. It works very well. The Storm Spirit can be paired with Sonic for the bonus of SPA. The Crimson Spirit with Almighty if you want for some characters, but normally the Crimson Spirit is himself like an Almighty, kinda. And I'm only talking for useful spirits. And for the last spirit, the True Spirit can be paired with It Depends on the Character. Yeah, only this one depends on the character. Now that we're approaching the end of the video, do you guys remember when I said that they were a character very important for every player in Anime Defender? And I'm going to show you for the first character his build in the game. So enough talking of all of this. Guys, the character is Asta. Yeah, it's kind of obvious. Asta is one of the cheapest characters, the strongest character. Why? Because he started off AoE, full around AoE. That's making him strong. His multi-hit, and he has a very low SPA compared to all the characters. His range is not that big, but in every map he's useful. So, what kind of build does Asta have? Asta is mostly a start unit for every person and a debuff. So for the start unit side, we can have the True Spirit with any other trait on it, because the True Spirit, because he's all around AoE, that makes him perfect. You can have the Divine Spirit that makes enemies goes backward when Rasta don't do enough DPS, and it's perfect. You can also have Earth or Mirror, but like I said, these are not best choice. And that's kind of it. It's a character easy and simple, but it has like 2 to 4 build because he has a lot of mechanics compared to other characters. And yeah, that's it. It's kind of the end. So don't forget to buy Asta, or to get him. He's only 10k. It's not very expensive. And build him, use him in your team. It's not like Marcus Income now sending the character to you, but he's useful for newcomers. And to say that update 7 will be closed. Is closed, I think, because now it's update. I don't remember. Update 7, I think, is closed, and we need some star unit to make us more gems and everything. So I hope that the video was helpful. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. It will be very helpful for me. And maybe the video was a bit boring because I'm just starting to make some videos, so I'm not that good at it, but I'll improve in the future. And that's it. For those who doesn't know, I'm doing this video in English, but I'm French. That's why my accent is very bad, and I stop a lot. That's me. It makes just the video a bit, I don't know, makes the video take some life. Enough with the chatting. See you guys in another video, and like and subscribe. Yeah, I don't know what to say at the end every time.